The establishment of the strategic Bitcoin reserve in United States digital asset stockpile, March 6, 2025. More recently, Wall Street on alert as Trump's new power duo, which would be Scott Bessent and Kevin Hassett, who is the next pick for Fed chair, is sparking or could ignite a new Bitcoin supercycle. Coinbase just released a bunch of things that they're super bullish about and excited about for 2026. CZ predicts potential Bitcoin supercycle, citing Trump-driven market tailwinds. I mean, gosh, everything is incredible right now. So if everything's incredible right now, why does the price of Bitcoin look like garbage? I want to break this down for you in a very simple and easy to understand way in this very short and to the point video that really explains what's going on behind the scenes here on Coin Bureau Trading. What's up? My name is Aaron Dishner from The Better Traders. You're watching Coin Bureau Trading. Smash that subscribe button. Let's get into it. Now, price tells the story, or I think a better way to say it is the chart tells the story every single time. We know that there was some sort of malicious actor back over here on October 10th that nuked not just Bitcoin, but the entire crypto market. And since this moment, nothing has really recovered at all. There are some slow signs of growth. There are bullish signs, whether you're looking at the TBO, TBT bullish divergence, RSI is on the move, on-balance volume is looking good. But still, is it enough to push BTC up higher? I mean, if we're paying attention to all of this macro good news, I mean, this, even if we go into the ETFs, if we actually go down here to look at assets under management, AUM, ever since the January 2024, we have seen it absolutely explode to now $123-ish billion in assets under management across all of these different spot ETF issuers. We know that BlackRock is buying, we got Fidelity, ARK, all of these people are buying Bitcoin. We even have nation states buying Bitcoin. Nayib Bukele bought 1,000 Bitcoin a couple weeks ago. We have other countries that are mining Bitcoin, and yet nothing, nada, nilch. What's going on? I want to be real with you guys. All that news doesn't matter. It really doesn't. The reason I can say that confidently is because this is the same garbage that was thrown at us back in 2023. Let me back up the truck. If we go back to October 2023, this is when the Bitcoin spot ETF was teased. It was not even confirmed. Once the ETF actually launched back over here, there was a good uptrend. And people thought it would just keep going up forever and ever and ever and ever. But they forgot to look at technical analysis. They forgot to think about seasonality, a lot of stuff. So the reality is that, yes, we had an incredible rally from October 2023 all the way up here to October 2025 for 2 years of 365%. That's hilarious. So why isn't Bitcoin just skyrocketing higher? I thought this would be so much better when BlackRock, this totally not manipulatable company that does not definitely control the entire world economy, or the United States, which is supposed to be buying up Bitcoin like there's no tomorrow with a Bitcoin stockpile, digital asset reserve. If they're buying this much, or even they've recently announced they're going to commit to buying 5% of the supply of Bitcoin over the next whatever years, and the price isn't moving. For all of you that are just watching the charts going, come on. I mean, this is a lot of good stuff. Could we see a reversal? Yeah, we could. Could 2026 be a super cycle? It could, but I'm going to be real honest with you. Right about here is where everyone was screaming super cycle. And right about here is when everyone was screaming super cycle. And we all know what happened after that. Bitcoin dumped another 60%. By this time, Bitcoin dumped another 62%. We're hearing the same stuff thrown at us yet again. Now, it's true that retail has a hand in driving the price of Bitcoin, but we don't really drive the market that much. There are much bigger forces at play now. So even though we've had some bearish selling, what gives? Why isn't the price of Bitcoin skyrocketing higher? I literally just told you at the beginning of this video. The chart tells the story every time. We're going to work backwards from this. If we just take a minute here, actually, we're going to go to the weekly time frame. We're going to remove proprietary indicators. We're just going to focus on RSI. RSI may not be your cup of tea. Just hold on to your britches for a second, okay? We have seen a consistently weaker relative strength index ever since it topped out back over here in November 2023 and February 2024, putting in lower highs and lower highs and lower highs. Eventually, this downtrend will be broken like it was over here, but this is the weekly. It's going to take some time. And even when it breaks, it does not mean we go up into the right forever. So this has been a slow decline in progress for an extremely long time. If we look at volume, now this is a bad chart for volume. We actually want to look at the index, mainly because Binance changed how they are reflecting real volume. You can see that weird change in there. So let's look at volume for a minute based off of price. It's bearish. Like we're here. It's kind of picking up a little bit, but guys, like this isn't good. Like nothing about this right here is exciting or thrilling. This volume is picking up during bearish selling, kind of like what we saw back over here, picking up during bearish selling, and then it started to really fall off. If things were to get a lot better, a lot faster, we should see bullish weeks of volume. Weeks of volume. We're not seeing it. On balance volume, which basically compiles all of every single week's candle, and based off of how much volume that week's candle had and the direction or the color of that close. So red means it's going down, green means it's going up, right? It's going to tell us how bullish or bearish it is. What we're looking at here is basically an exact repeat of what we saw back over here in January 2022. Literally the same. We're looking at a peak and it just goes below, a little bit of a whipsaw, a little bit of a move back up before it goes down. What so many people don't want to accept is that this is bearish. Okay, RSI is bearish. Looking at volume, it's pretty bearish. Price action is bearish. Now, how do we reconcile this with all of the macro news that's coming out? Whether it's from CZ, from Coinbase, from news outlets about Trump and the new SEC pick and the strategic reserve. How do we reconcile all of that? Give me a second. First off, we're talking about trading. There are links down below to some crazy good exchanges that have amazing deals for you. With WeX, you deposit 100 USDT, you get 50 USDT back. This is one of the best trades that you could possibly get right now. It's not available in all jurisdictions, but this is a huge bonus. There are other bonuses as well. Like if you deposit and hold for a certain number of days, you can actually earn even more, which is crazy. Also, BYDFi, you can trade and earn up to $10,100 in rewards. Tubit, you can sign up and trade to earn over 15,000 USDT. There are more deals on the Coin Bureau website. If you go to the deals tab, check out the Coin Bureau Club. My co-host Dan, as well as Guy and Nick on the main channel, are posting on there a lot. There are other services, other tools, and there are also other exchanges. And there's also a 10% off discount for our course at the Better Traders, 15 Minutes to Financial Freedom. So again, going back to things, why? Why, oh why, is all of this good news having little to no effect on the price? Well, I'm going to be honest with you guys. We had some pretty good moments of good news back over here before devastation, over and over and over again. We are just getting started with the bear market. If we start to see some sort of a rally, it will be, most likely it will be a bull trap. Kind of like what we saw back over here. Anything that starts to go up right here to this thick pink line, which is the TBO fast line from green to pink, should be treated as going against the grain, especially on the weekly. Same story over here. Not to mention, we have the bear formula from the TBO in process. Close long, cross downs already confirmed. The next thing to confirm is an open short, and down we go. If we go to the daily time frame and look at the same stuff, we are macro bearish. not only are we macro bearish, we also do have short-term bullish reversal signs, but we have to be honest with ourselves and look at this chart. Burn this into your brain for a quick second, okay? Now we're going to go all the way back to 2022, February, all right? It's literally the same exact setup. We have our breakdowns, bullish reversal signals, and then we have this macro trend going lower. We're going to get a period of this, which is going to feel really good. And it's going to trap a lot of bulls, which is why it's called a bull trap, before we go lower. The things you need to be paying attention to are the similarities between back over here in 2021 and 2022 to where we are now. Look, a big liquidation event that gave us a false sense of security, a false level of support. That got broken. Then we got a level of support right here. Note, we made a higher low, giving the market a false sense of hope. Or just remove everything. Just look at these guys. When these get taken out, watch it. Look, and then finally, crack, crack, boom. Step on a crack, break your mother's back. Like that's literally what happened. So we've already seen this happen. We've already seen it play out. BTC dropped. We saw these levels taken out, this one taken out, this one taken out. We have a higher low. So it makes way more sense to look at what's happening now and look at early 2022, January and February, and just draw some conclusions based off of what we're seeing. Nearly the same identical patterns, nearly the same breakdowns. I don't want to get into details yet about where I think Bitcoin's going. That video is coming out soon. But the reason why Bitcoin is not pumping wildly because of all of the good news is because the charts tell the story every single time. Will this be macro good news for crypto long term? If you haven't noticed, every single bit of good news that's come out of the White House or from ETFs or BlackRock, whatever, has it ever benefited the price? I mean, once? Has it ever done anything positive for crypto? The only thing that actually helps crypto are rumors. Buy the rumors, sell the news. That's literally what's happening day in and day out. It's not going to change in 2026, at least in my opinion. I know this is probably going to get a lot of hate, but you have to notice the similarities between now and a late stage bull market 2021, early bear market 2022. That's basically where we are right now. I know, I don't want to admit it either. I mean, look, right there, the handle says Moon and Papa. You think I really want to see the markets go down? No. But am I going to turn a blind eye to the clear story that's being written literally before our eyes on the charts? No, don't put your life on it. Now, there are still going to be opportunities, though, for rallies, and I still expect a short-term rally. Ethereum is actually leading it. I want you to watch this video that I shared earlier. Ethereum is actually up after I posted this video. Watch this, get informed, and until the next time, you know what to do. Stay awesome and stay in the green. Peace.